Hello, I'm John Cull, and today I'm going to look at London's Waterloo Station. The original Waterloo Station was built in 1848 by the company to be known as the London and South Western Railway. It was built as an extension of the main line from Nine Elms Railway Station, which was the London terminus in the 1830s. It was originally called Waterloo Bridge, but in 1886 it officially changed its name to Waterloo Station. It was the original intention of the London and South Western Railway to extend its services to the City of London, but by 1898 the company had to accept that it was impossible to build a mainline railway across London. Instead, it created the Waterloo and City Line, which ran underground from Waterloo to Bank Station, then known as City. Through the remainder of the 19th century, Waterloo was extended in an ad hoc way to cope with the demand. In 1860, the Windsor station was opened on the northwest side of the original central platforms. In 1878, Waterloo gained an additional 2 platforms on the south-east side for mainline suburban trains in an extension known as the South Station. And in 1885, the North Station was opened, adding a further 6 platforms, bringing the total at Waterloo to 18. It was, however, a confusing station for passengers, with platforms divided between 4 different sections of the station, unclear platform numbering, 4 areas which were classed as concourses, and poor information displays. There were significant delays to services as the whole station was served by just 4 approach lines, and difficult ticketing arrangements with the rival railway companies such as South Eastern Railway didn't help. In 1899, London and South Western Railway sought permission to completely rebuild and expand the station. 1904 saw the start of over 20 years of rebuilding. The first stage saw 5 new platforms open in 1910. Despite the First World War slowing down the rebuild of the station, it eventually opened in 1922, and it had 21 platforms and an 800-feet concourse to help with the flow of the growing number of passengers. It became light and airy under its ridge and furrow roof, and there were 21 platforms. During the Second World War, Waterloo was severely damaged after being hit by a bomb. It needed some major repairs. However, no big changes were made to the original station. The ownership of the station often changed as it went from the London South Western Railway ownership to Southern Railway, before nationalisation in 1948 saw the ownership change hands once again, this time to British Railways. Network Rail currently owns the station after gaining ownership in 2002. In 1994, Waterloo lost 2 platforms. This was platform 20 and 21. They were handed over to the Eurostar service, which began regular services between Waterloo and Gare du Nord on November the 14th. This lasted until 2007, as the Eurostar terminus moved across London and began operating from St Pancras International Station. Currently, South Western Railways is operating trains from Waterloo. As well as this, London Underground services run from the station. The lines that run through Waterloo are the Bakerloo, Jubilee, Northern and Waterloo and City. Over 1,500 trains operated by South Western Railway use the station each day, and over 650,000 people per day make it the busiest transport hub in Europe. Waterloo has some through platforms as well, with trains operating towards Kent to and from Charing Cross. A fact about Waterloo that you may like to know is that behind the main station is the entrance to the Waterloo and City line, through which trains and other equipment is lowered by crane. If you look down through the fence, you might catch a glimpse of the tube stock. A short walk from the main railway station is what used to be the terminus of the London Necropolis Company. Opened in 1854, the small private station was designed to accommodate mourners and hold funeral services before coffins were transported for burial at Brookwood Cemetery in Surrey because of fears of overcrowding in London cemeteries. The original station building was demolished in 1902 to make way for the expansion of Waterloo. Its successor was destroyed during an air raid in 1941 and never rebuilt. This is part of the station.